Welcome to the Seeds of Discovery podcast, a space for exploring energy, intuition, and the deeper layers within. We're your hosts, Aileen Riley, Beth Blair, and Amanda McCaskill. Together, we guide conversations around Reiki, spirituality, astrology, and the subtle patterns that shape our lives, not as something to fix, but as something to witness, understand, and work in relationship with. This is a space for exploring your inner world, for noticing your patterns, your energy, and your natural rhythms so you can move through life with more awareness, intention, and alignment as you navigate the transitional pathways unfolding within you.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to say this one without laughing because it sounds a little. We are going to be talking about blessings and safe words.
Not in that way.
Words as energetic tools.
Mhm.
So, words carry energy. The right phrase can protect, guide, and center you far beyond generic positivity. So, here we go.
Mhm.
What's the difference between an affirmation and intentional energetic words?
Affirmation to me is something that you say over and over again, like, you are amazing, you are great. But intentional words
Yeah.
are ones where you have to recalibrate your mind into saying different things. So if you say phrases like, I'm stupid, or I don't know how to do this, that's where you want to rewire your brain into saying, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Instead of I'm stupid,
Or
I
this
don't know
is
this.
killing me.
Yeah, this is killing me. This is hard.
Yeah.
But I'm learning to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's intentional speaking versus affirmations.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
I'm learning.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
That's going to be my mantra forever.
Mhm.
Now, well, that's the end of this podcast.
Surprise. Yeah.
Well, and then, okay, so I'm sorry, but every time I look at this, it just cracks me up. We put safe words because people talk about safety, protection, grounding, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's what I mean by safe words.
Yeah.
And it's this idea of energetic boundary setting.
Mhm.
Okay. So, in addition to setting boundaries with people by your actions, energetically, you have to set the boundary too, because otherwise, like in the last episode,
Mhm.
you're going to end up being entangled.
Yep.
And so, grounding, protection, boundaries, I want different words than those. So,
It's about setting boundaries with yourself too, your own
Ooh,
energy.
okay.
So not just entangling in other people's, but how are you entangling your energy within yourself?
Right.
How
So
are you
control.
creating? Yes.
So control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What kind of box are you putting yourself in?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot.
And those words, they shape those boxes. They shape that energy around you. So if you have a lot of negative self-talk, if you have a lot of negative energy surrounding you,
Yeah.
it's going to be easier for the outside influences to get in.
True.
For those thoughts to be fed.
Yeah.
So if you look at it as an energetic system, if we're always talking negatively to ourselves, those are the thoughts that we're going to gravitate towards, whether it be somebody talking about us or somebody talking about somebody else in that way.
Yeah.
That's the energy we're feeding.
So then having words like, clarity, or I'm clear, or I'm present to myself. I'm open.
Yeah.
Open can create as much safety as anything else.
Yes.
Because you're not limiting with that. You're navigating possibility.
I like that.
Because I feel like, having that safe room, that safe place, and, we are programmed in our culture through so many things. Like the best way to sell somebody something is to instill a fear factor.
Yep. Create a pain point.
And
how are you fixing that pain point?
Right.
I hate that.
I hate that too. And so you are safe, in your own identity. So coming back to the ideas of the spiritual practices and things like that, what are you doing to keep yourself clear so that you are empowering yourself? You're believing in your purpose that you're here to do. you're living into it. And by living into it, that creates the safety.
Yes.
By living into your authentic self, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's the silver tuna, Marv, from Home Alone.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
I like it. Yeah.
Um,
It's being in alignment.
yeah.
So the more that you're in alignment with your own energy and what you need, that helps to filter out that outside chitter chatter, the outside energy, because we all fall into the negative self-talk.
Oh, totally.
It's just something that we do.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my constant companions on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, it's a habit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Self-talk is a habit.
Yeah.
So make the self-talk positive.
Yeah. Create the practice to reword the self-talk. I think that's part of it too. We talk about recognizing and realizing when we get in these loops, when we get in these patterns.
Yeah.
And that's the first step.
I got a frog in my throat after all these chatting.
Do you need safe words?
Yeah, I need a safe word right here. Yeah, clarity. I need opening and, Okay, so that takes us into the next topic, which is blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So I love blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are in the South, and bless your heart is not a nice thing.
No.
Right? It is not a nice thing. Although it sounds nice,
It sounds so sweet, especially with the Southern accents.
Oh, bless your ever loving heart, honey.
I'm like, oh, thank you.
No. Okay, so we are not talking about that kind of blessing.
Side quest. All right, back on track.
Yeah, well, I mean, blessings are openings, closings. So we joke that, okay, full disclosure,
Mm-hmm.
calling ourselves out on it. We are not good at opening and closings. When we do classes, we have it on our outline to do an opening.
Mm-hmm.
We may do the opening, but then we forget to close it off. And you want to disconnect from those things.
So if you want to rewind to the last episode, spiritual entanglement.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, that should have been in there.
That probably should have, yeah. So go listen to that.
And then come back here.
Yeah.
Because blessings, doing an opening and a closing, are a great tool to avoid spiritual entanglement.
Yep.
But it's also a way to guide the experience. So start with an opening blessing for your day. Before your feet hit the floor, bless yourself. Yes, you can bless your family members too, bless the day.
Yeah.
But if I start here, then I'm carrying it forward into everything that I do. So start of the day blessing. Then guess what? Bookend it with a
closing.
Yay! See? End the day with blessing yourself and bless the things that happened. Now, some of them might show up in the Southern style of blessing.
Right, yeah.
Like the jar that I had from, But it has to be consistent in your blessing in order to, that will help your affirmations and your intentions and your internal language if you start blessing things.
It sets the container for whatever you're trying to do. Sets a container for the day, the energetic container for the class. That's the reason we like to do openings and closings.
Yeah.
Because we're opening the energy up in a certain way.
Right.
And then closing it. Sometimes.
Well, closing it. Not so good, but we're working on it. Because, we did say that we are works in progress. So, I mean, that is true. Well, and blessings prepare you to be present to yourself and to actually embody, apparently, is the word of the day. So, to live into your purpose. So maybe, here's a thought, bless your purpose, even if you don't think you know what it is.
Right. I like that.
But if you start putting the energy there that I'm blessing the work that I'm here to do, I'm blessing the lessons that I'm learning in the places that maybe I struggle a little bit.
Yeah. And show gratitude for the things that are coming up that are setting me on a certain path.
Yeah.
because that could be negative or positive experiences.
So then objects, let's talk about,
Mhm.
like our little pendulum friends, beads,
Yep.
crystals,
Talismans.
talismans, grids, food,
Yeah.
your clothing, your jewelry.
Mhm.
Um, I'm even thinking just now, like your cell phone, your computer, your eyeglasses, your car.
Yep.
Like think of all the things that you could start with a blessing.
Mhm.
And then, add an intention to it. So when I make pendulums and things and trees and all of that, I do put a blessing on them,
Mhm.
because they're not all meant for me. And I don't know necessarily what the work is or who they're going to be working with.
Mhm.
So I do put a blessing on it. You do openings and things with Akashic Records.
Yep. We say a prayer going in and a prayer coming out, and that sets the intention, the energy, because nobody can enter your records without your consent. So that opens the energy for me to go in there. But yeah, it creates that energetic boundary. Same with my Reiki sessions and stuff like that. I open and close a session.
Closing?
I do, yeah. That I remember to do.
Okay. All right.
I think because it's just me and the energy.
Yeah.
In our classes and stuff, we get so caught up in the excitement and everybody's energy and talking and sharing.
Yeah.
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 It's a different frequency.
It is a different frequency. Well, so there's something that wants to come in and I'm going to wait a minute and see where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like right there on the fringe. So let's see. So resonance with a blessing matters because it's not really a fake it till you feel it kind of thing. Now people believe that they can.
Yeah. Well, that's another difference between affirmations and a blessing.
Yeah.
Affirmations are, you're just supposed to say it and say it and say it, and say it until either you believe it or it happens.
Okay, you're triggering my Catholic school response, like.
Well, I feel like this whole episode is very akin to prayer. Like we're talking about praying,
right,
but in an energetic sense. So when you're talking about creating and having resonance with, like when we say Hail Mary or Our Father, do we have personal connection to that necessarily? To some degree, but it's not something that I would say.
Right.
So you want to write blessings that are your voice, your tone, your energy, something that you can really embody and feel versus parroting what somebody else says.
It's speaking from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than well wishes.
Yes.
It's more than well wishes. And maybe my Irish is showing, but it's that it is that idea that it's not just protection from harm, but it is a gratitude experience. And I think it is about possibilities because when you open something with a blessing and when you close it, you're grateful for the day. You're grateful for the experience or the encounter. I don't know if I can look at Bless Your Heart, though, any differently than how it's meant here in the South.
No,
that one will have to sit there. So what are some things? How can we pair together creating safety? I'm changing how I'm saying that.
Okay.
Creating safety and blessings. How can that be woven together into a daily practice that would fuel the listeners along?
So I think it's creating a ritual around it. I have written down words that bring you back from the edge. So when you're having those moments, the moments with the jar, I know. So create just a saying, a phrase, a prayer, if you will, a blessing on bringing yourself back into your own energy. That would be a good way to use it. Creating a container of energy around yourself, not necessarily of protection, but just of blessings. I like that. Switching it from protection to blessings because you're blessing your energy, you're honoring your own energy.
Yes. Honor the path.
Yep.
Bless your feet for how they move through the day. In in our animal Reiki class, there is a particular technique that they do that we've learned that you put a symbol on your feet and
Mhm.
you walk through creating a Reiki blessing, but you yourself create a blessing, be the blessing as you walk through. I think of the monks doing the peace walk. Okay, truthfully, I mean, I'm honored to watch the monks, but the dog, man, that is one cool dog,
I know. I
right?
love the dog.
I love the dog. But that idea of moving with purpose. So
Oh, I
the
like that.
walk
Yeah.
is peace. So if I bless my path, if I bless my feet, if I bless my body,
Mhm.
how am I going to walk through my day differently?
Mhm.
You know?
How are you going to embody that? Because the monks do the blessing
Right.
at the beginning of it, and they carry that energy with them. So, yeah, I like creating that practice of blessing
Yeah.
your energy, and then you create that trail.
Well, because then it's a self practice. And then I'm not saying, hey, Elaine, can you fix
Right.
this? Right. I mean,
You're not going to somebody and being like, "Can you bless me? Can you
yeah,
save me? Can
right.
you?"
Well, but that's kind of how I grew up. Like you went up to get you
Yeah,
went up to get a blessing, if
because you
there was,
couldn't save yourself, but that's
yeah,
a different
that, ooh,
we won't go
there
there.
might be some religious trauma still lingering inside there.
Maybe.
Maybe just right here. Um,
I set that down for a second, picked it back up. I'm gonna set it back down.
Yeah, set it back down. Just set it back
Yeah.
down. I got to say that in itself can be a blessing. I am
Mhm.
going to bless what I'm setting down
Yeah.
and that it may stay there.
Yes. Yeah.
that it may stay there. Let me just put it down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is so much where we get caught up in the ickiness
Mhm.
of it,
Yeah.
of the what's wrong with
Mhm.
how I didn't excel at this, or they didn't have the things that I needed at this store, or even in the mundane things of
Mhm.
my coworker looked at me sideways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and we're taking it on as these are attacks against us.
Mhm.
And if we start with blessing ourselves,
Mhm.
what are we going to be willing to receive from that different mindset? Are we going to look at that other person who might be having a shit day?
Right. And it has nothing to do with you.
You know?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm getting a
Yeah, I like that one.
little buzzy there on
Mhm.
that one.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. Okay, so the prompts for the listener. Sorry, I just went to like a nice little place. I was like, oh wait, here, I can't stay here. We are
Yeah.
recording. So here are some things for our listeners, maybe for ourselves. I don't know. We'll see what lands.
Mhm.
Create one personal phrase for grounding and protection. I left that safe word out of there.
Mm.
And repeat it mindfully. So, what is a good grounding phrase? Basically, how about, I'm here and I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I'm just here,
Mhm.
grounding. I'm here. Notice how words feel in your body: heavy, light, open, tight. Do I feel closed off? Do I feel shut down? Um, on the positive side of that, like, do I feel open? Do I feel light? Do I feel connected?
Mhm.
Do I feel present? Use a blessing on yourself or your space today and journal the energy shift. So sometimes we need to have that proof of the work, right?
Mhm.
We need to say, this worked because, so I'm going to bless.
Mhm.
And then what happened? Look at how your words shape your environment. Oh my God, that is
Yeah.
that is a wormhole.
Yeah.
That is
That's a trigger point.
yeah. Yeah, it is. So things killing you,
Mhm.
pain in the neck, pain in the head, pain in the pain. I can't do this anymore.
That was okay, so one thing that came in years ago was I think it was just one of those times when I had so much going on, kids stuff, work stuff, everything was building up, and I said, "I can't take anymore," or "There's too much." Like, I
Yeah.
just kept repeating that over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was, asking for more. I was asking for more in my business. I was asking for more. And then, I had one of those pretty much smack on the head being like, the universe was like, all right, which one is it?
Yeah.
Can you not take any more? Because if you don't have capacity, we're not going to give you more.
Right. Right.
So it's rewording simple stuff like that. Like, I can't take anymore. Well, what do I need to release
Right.
to open up?
Mm-hmm.
What needs to open up from this?
Yeah. Set that stuff down
Is
and
that-
see what
Yeah.
see what comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I
Mhm.
mean, because we don't necessarily identify why something isn't working, but yet we're using the words
Mhm.
that's creating our reality that says, okay, well, you don't want any more. I'm not going to give it.
No.
I'm not going to give it to you.
I was
Okay.
creating the container that I couldn't handle anymore, and the universe was like, got
Okay,
it.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
Got your back.
Yep.
You're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Affirm that your words do have power. You have to acknowledge my words are carriers of clarity, protection, and presence. My words are carriers of clarity, protection, and presence. You can add in there things like my words are carriers of love, freedom, health, well-being, abundance, and mean it. You have to mean it.
Mhm.
If you're using affirmations, you have to mean it, right?
Yeah.
A place that might be challenging for people to bless would be their finances.
Mhm.
Money worries create so much stuff.
Mhm. If you look at money as energy, that is one of our biggest pain points
Yeah.
as humans.
Yeah.
We have this negative self-talk and all that kind of stuff that we talk about a lot, but we don't talk about money because you're not supposed to talk about money. You're not
Right.
supposed to, have attachment to it, especially in the spiritual realm. I feel like,
Oh, you're not supposed to get paid for this because it's
no,
spiritual work.
exactly, yeah. Or you shouldn't be charging that much because it's a gift that you're supposed to share.
Okay.
But
Share some gift with me, baby.
yeah, yeah.
Because Mrs. Takata always said there has to be an energy exchange, right?
Yeah.
For the spiritual work, things like Reiki. So, yeah. So bless your money as it goes out and as it comes in.
Mhm. Yep.
Release it freely as you pay your bills, not with
Mhm.
fear and worry and lack.
No, that's a big one and a hard one. Blessing the fact that you get to pay these bills.
Yeah.
You get to pay the electric bill, the water bill.
And the fact that the money is there right now to pay those bills,
Mhm.
right? So we create a lot of angst when we live into the future and out of the present because my bills are getting paid right now. I'm good now. Tomorrow might be a different story, but that's tomorrow's thing,
Mhm.
right? That's not Pollyanna. That's living present. And so blessing the present moment, blessing the money that we have in the account. Look at your account, whatever situation it is,
Mhm.
however it looks to you, and just bless what's there. Bless what's here.
Mhm.
Bless who you're with.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
So a small blessing. May I stand clear in my own light. May what is not mine fall away. May my words be true. May my knowing be steady, and may my steps be gently guided.
I like it.
I like it too. All right. Until next time.
Thank you for being here with us. Take a moment to notice what resonated, what shifted, what opened, and what might be asking for your attention. This work isn't about having all the answers. It's about learning to witness yourself with curiosity, compassion, and presence as you move through your own transitional pathways. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep discovering